What is happening with US and India relation? I mean, before some time, we saw that US posted a map in which POK and Aksai Chin was looking as the area of India only, and we were really relieved of the fact, okay, Donald Trump has made a change, or the greatest economy in the world, America, is putting up this whole recognition, and they are actually recognizing the part which was ours since so long. Because if you go back in the history, nobody has ever accepted that the fact that POK is ours, Aksai Chin is ours. So we thought that this time it would be different. But then there took a U-turn after some a day of posting those entire map which belongs to us. Now they have deleted that post. Yes, US Department of Trade has deleted that post, and they have again shifted back to the last map which says that POK is a part of Pakistan and Aksai Chin is the part of China. What really happened? What made US do all of these double standard thing, and why is this all happening? So basically, I'll tell you what, international media and other countries out there leaving India has always claimed that POK is the area of Pakistan, and then Kashmir is the area of India occupied Kashmir, and then Aksai Chin is the area of which is China. Matlab China has taking it to itself. This has always been the story. I mean, big media houses like BBC has also claimed it in this manner. Now, if you go to UN, the way UN recognize us is, I'll tell you how. They have dotted the line from Kashmir. Now, the Kashmir is the Kashmir comes in India, but above the Kashmir, the POK area still is dotted that does not truly belongs to India. Only because they still consider that the settlement in Jammu Kashmir has not been done, and Jammu Kashmir has the whole right and power to decide that where they want to go. Either they want to go to Pakistan or they want to go to India. I mean, sometimes I feel like what kind of diplomacy or what kind of double standard game all these things are. I mean, since the partition and everything in 947 to 48, whenever the princely state was happening, and we had this whole discussion over Jammu and Kashmir and all of that. It was very much clear that Jammu and Kashmir was given to India and it was never a part of Pakistan. But then the entire war erupted and conflict happened between India and Pakistan illegally occupied the entire POK1 area. And since that point of time, they have many militants out there, many terrorist activities going on out there, and Pakistan has their army and all of that. I mean, they have illegally done it. Okay, now coming on the Aksai Chin area, when the war was happening between India and China, they illegally occupied it as well. Now, when the war was happening in Kashmir, between India and Pakistan at that point of time, the entire conflict also went to UN. Then UN say that there will be LAC, line of control, and all of that. So all of these things happened. So till now, the conflict has not been resolved. It is not happening all because we are not being able to resolve it. It is not happening because the area is heavily filled with, if I would say, many terrorism activities and all of that, and the area is like really under dangerous circumstances. In that case, it is not being settled till now, and the conflict is still going on. But the way US has taken the U-turn, I mean, I don't understand whether it was just US President Donald Trump. He just wanted to awe PM Narendra Modi with this entire fascination and this entire acceptance which we wanted since so long, or it was just a minor mistake from US Trade Department. But now if you see it in a very wiser manner, US Department does not post anything out of anywhere, and such sensitive topic, the way the dotted lines were removed from the map and everything like that, and POK was being the part of India, all of this cannot be a mere coincidence. They must have made that entire map where they are including everything as the boundary, or as a part of India. Then they have posted it. It cannot be out of nowhere. But then after that entire thing, there might be pressure on Donald Trump because he has been trying to make all the relationship with India as well, and then Pakistan, then China. China and US can never go, different ways. I mean, even if no matter how many times they say that me and China are not really linked up with each other, but still they are, because both of these countries are heavily dependent on each other for trade. You see, when US President Donald Trump came to us and say, no, you're not allowed to buy Russian oil. You have to stop buying Russian oil. At that point of time, we asked, why are you saying all of that? China buys much more, or should I say, much more in an amount than we are buying right now. At that point of time, US President Donald Trump had no answer that even if China is buying more Russian oil, still they are only putting up the penalty on us because they know if China is going to put up retaliatory tariff on US would be left nowhere. Now, coming on the Pakistan thing entirely, when India and US were having a big fight and all of that, Pakistan was that pickup buddy whom US used as a shield against India and China. And not just that, if you see, Pakistan is not powerful enough, but it almost was used by US President Donald Trump as a tool. So right now, Pakistan is providing rare earth minerals to US. Pakistan is giving the era of cryptocurrency and their entire shareholders and all of that to US President Donald Trump's own company. I mean, they have taken the stakeholders out there. So in that manner, both of these countries are really, really, if I would say, in alliance with US, and they cannot go, against it. And because they wanted to awe India for all the US and all of the deal which they wanted, now since they have got the deal, they have taken it off. I mean, it's almost like they have US President Donald Trump has taken India in a very for granted manner, and they understood that no matter what happened, India is not going to bow down. So they feel like, okay, if they're not going to bow down, let us stick to what we were. Because I'll tell you what, many trade deals came up, right? Now you see that even after the trade deal happened, US President Donald Trump claimed so many things that India is going to buy dollar 500 billion worth products or things from us. But then India said, no, we are not going to do that. We intend to do it, but we are not promising that we are surely going to do it. And the another framework of White House which has been posted between India and US trade deal, you see out there, earlier it was like India promised to do or buy stuff of around dollar 500 billion, but right now it is like India intend to. So the word changed from promise to intent. That is so clear. Earlier, US President Donald Trump said that India is going to buy some pulses from us and all that, and they're going to put up zero tariff on pulses while they're exporting to America and all of that. But now India has said, no, it is the asset. We cannot do that. Why would we giving you in free cost? It makes no sense for India. It is not a profitable for business for India. So the other revised framework which has come to India does not have, pulses included in it. It just has processed fruit, soya bean oil, and then at the other hand, they have other things as well. So, but not this entire pulses wala issue which was raising up so much. So right now India has made its stand clear, and US president just got it so apparently clear that he is making no more changes and no more adjustments. There is nothing to talk about this entire U-turn and map things. It's just a diplomatic move which US president Donald Trump has put up on us so that we'll be in awe, we'll be trapped in the empathy and sympathy whatever he's giving us. But India does not need sympathy any more longer. We are developed. We are in a position where you are coming to us and having a trade deal even after saying that I would never have a trade deal with India. So we are not at a position. So that is what the message is clear. That's all for today. If you like such geopolitical scoop, do not forget to like, share and subscribe Global Shark. Thank you so much for watching us.